Good morning, everyone. It's an honor to be here today. Looking at all this gathering, I see a diverse collection of brilliant minds, researchers, scientists, innovators, and leaders from different fields. It's my immense pleasure to deliver a powerful keynote speech for a major event like Global Edu-conclave 2025, organized by I2OR. It's a privilege to stand before you today to explore a theme that is both urgent and transformative. That is interdisciplinary research for sustainability. Importance of interdisciplinary research. Interdisciplinary research is not just a trend, it's a necessity. By bridging diverse fields, we unlock innovative pathways to sustainability. This presentation will explore how collaborative approaches can reshape our understanding and implementation of sustainable practices. Traditional research silos, while foundational, cannot respond to dynamic, interconnected global realities. Sustainability is not only about environmental conservation, it's about systems that adapt, technologies that empathize, and education that evolves. It demands that we harmonize cognitive precision with psychomotor execution, technical depth with social insight, and data models with lived human expertise. Interdisciplinary research is crucial for tackling complex global challenges. By collaborating across different fields, we can create innovative solutions that promote sustainability. This presentation will examine the significance of interdisciplinary research, its advantages, and strategies for implementing sustainable practices across various disciplines. I'll give you the definition and scope for this one. That is, interdisciplinary research integrates knowledge and methodologies from multiple domains. It's about creating a shared language among experts. That is, engineers, sociologists, data scientists, educators, so that we can collectively address problems that is too complex for isolated solutions. It fosters a holistic view, enabling us to see the full picture rather than the fragmented parts. Let me begin with a challenge from the education landscape. In both cognitive and psychomotor domains, assessments often fail to capture the richness of human learning. Overemphasizes on recall, lack of adaptive feedback, observer bias, and environmental limitations constrain our understanding of what students truly know and can do. But here lies the power of interdisciplinary collaboration. When educators unite with data scientists or behavioral psychologists and technologists, we begin to reimagine assessment frameworks that are inclusive, diagnostic, and forward-looking. Benefits of collaborative approaches goes in this way, that is, collaboration fuels creativity. When diverse minds come together, we challenge assumptions, expand perspectives, and generate solutions that are both innovative and inclusive. This approach breaks down academic silos and encourages the sharing of resources, tools, and insights across sectors. And the challenges we face in achieving this balance are complex. They are interconnected like a tangled web. Climate change, for example, it's not just an environmental problem, it's a matter of public health affecting food security and access to clean water. It's an economic issue disrupting supply chains and creating new financial risks. So no single discipline, no matter how advanced, can solve this alone. A chemist can develop a new material, but it takes an engineer to scale it up, a social scientist to understand its public adoption, and a policy maker to create the regulation for its use. This is where interdisciplinary research comes in. It's not about one field borrowing from another. It's about a genuine collaboration where diverse perspectives and methodologies are woven together to create a solution that is gathered than the sum of its parts. It's the difference between looking at a painting with a magnifying glass and stepping back to see the entire canvas. I'll give you some examples of successful interdisciplinary projects. Let's consider the Global Carbon Project and the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change. These initiatives exemplify how interdisciplinary collaboration between scientists, policymakers, and communities can lead to impactful outcomes. They demonstrate that sustainability is not just a scientific goal but a societal commitment. Now, consider a rough set theory, a formal framework born in mathematical abstraction. When paired with quantum computing, it offers fascinating possibilities. Quantum rough set theory fusion models could decode the indeterminacies of dynamic systems, optimize energy grids, and enhance predictive accuracy in climate modeling. This is not speculative fiction. It's an emerging reality. The more we integrate fuzzy logic, graphic theory, and neuromorphic systems, the closer we get to the computational models that mirror the world's complexity. Visualization also plays a transformative role. Structured communication, layered diagrams, and LaTeX formatted narratives enable researchers to convey abstract ideas in a clear and digestible manner, empowering cross-functional teams and fostering inclusive learning. Visualization is not a support tool, it's a cognitive bridge between disciplines. Think about the development of smart cities. An urban planner might focus on zoning and infrastructure, while a computer scientist works on data networks. A sociologist could analyze how technology impacts community life, and an environmental scientist would measure the city's ecological footprint. When these fields work together, they don't just build a city, they create a resilient ecosystem, and that is more efficient, equitable, and adaptable. Another powerful example is in the field of sustainable agriculture. A biologist might develop a drought-resistant crop, but a hydrologist is needed to manage water resources efficiently. And economics can help design market incentives for farmers to adapt sustainable practices, while a data scientist uses machine learning to optimize crop yields with minimal environmental impact. The result is the same system that not only feeds people but also protects the land for future generations. Strategies for implementing sustainable practices. Now, the term sustainability gets thrown around a lot. We see it on product labels and in corporate mission statements. But what does it truly mean? It's not just about recycling or using less plastic. Sustainability is about ensuring that our current actions don't compromise the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. It's about finding a balance between economic development, social equity, and environmental protection. Sustainability must be embedded from the very beginning of research. This means designing projects with long-term impact, ethical integrity, and alignment with global development goals. Whether it's a developing renewable energy systems or ethical AI frameworks, or research must anticipate future needs and consequences. The path to a sustainable future is not a single straight road. It's a network of trails forged by collaboration, innovation, and a willingness to step outside our comfort zones. It demands that we break down the silos that have traditionally separated our fields. It requires us to learn a new language, not of a foreign country, but of a different scientific discipline. It asks us to humble enough to admit we don't have all the answers and courageous enough to seek them in unconventional places. Engaging stakeholders and community. No research is complete without the voice of those it affects. Engaging stakeholders, local communities, government, educators ensures that our work is grounded in reality and responsive to diverse needs. This inclusivity strengthens both the relevance and the resilience of our solutions. What does ethical AI have to do with sustainability? Everything. Algorithms are increasingly shaping decisions in education, health, and resource distribution. But if we fail to align these systems with ethical and interdisciplinary checks, bias mitigation, transparent rule induction, and stakeholder-centric design, we risk embedding inequity into our future. Here, collaborations between ethicists, engineers, sociologists, and regulators are not optional. They are imperative. Then how can we measure? Measuring impact and success of sustainability initiatives. Impact must be measurable. Clear metrics and feedback loops allows us to evaluate effectiveness and refine our strategies. Success in sustainability is not just about academician recognition. It's about real world change, improved policies, empowered communities, and resilient ecosystems. So, where do we go from here? We cultivate research fluency not just in our home discipline but across adjacent domains. We mentor students to question boundaries. We measure success not only by citation counts but by policy shifts, technological adoption, and societal resilience. Interdisciplinary research is not just about blending knowledge, it's about co-creating solutions that honor diversity in thought, methodology, and lived experience. If sustainability is our destination, interdisciplinary is our vehicle, and every domain, no matter how niche, contributes to its acceleration. The challenge for us as researchers is not just endorse this idea, but to embody it. We must foster environments that encourage intellectual curiosity beyond our discipline. This means learning a new language. I don't mean a foreign language, but the language of a different field. We must take the time to understand the core principles and methodologies of our colleagues also. Second thing is embracing humility. We must be willing to say, I don't know, and to recognize that the person sitting next to us might hold the key to our greatest research barrier. The third thing is changing our metrics of success. We must move beyond simply publishing in our own specialized journals and start celebrating collaborative work that has a tangible real world impact. Here I conclude that interdisciplinary research is the cornerstone of sustainable progress. It empowers us to think beyond boundaries, collaborate across disciplines, and co-create solutions that honor both scientific rigor and human values. So, as we move forward in this conclave, I challenge each of you to do something different. Don't just network within your own discipline. Seek out a conversation with someone whose work seems completely unrelated to our own. Ask them what keeps them up night. Share your biggest challenge. You might just find that the answer to your problem is waiting in their field and the solution to theirs lies in yours. A sustainable future is not an inevitable outcome. It's a choice we make every single day. It's a future we have to build together. Let us leave this conclave not with a new context but with new collaborators. Let this gathering be more than a conference. Let it be a launchpad where theoretical rigor meets ethical responsibility and where sustainable futures are not imagined but systematically engineered. Let it be a catalyst for partnerships, for innovation, and for a shared commitment to building a sustainable future. Thank you.